retirement from the NFL. This hurts me. I am his biggest fan. Congratulations on an elite career, an extraordinary, undeniable career. 12 seasons, 5 Pro Bowls, and All-Pro. Heartbeat of the Saints O-line. Saints love you. This is doing his thing to protect and lead Drew Brees to greatness. Alvin Kamara, all of that success is tied into Terron Armstead. I liked seeing Drew and Cam Jordan and all of those guys partake in the retirement festivities on Saturday night. You can tell it meant a lot to all of them, as it should. And this is a seismic hole. This is a tough one to fill if you're Miami, not just from what he did on the field, but as the leader, not just by example, but as we've seen the vocal leader over the past couple of seasons and honestly throughout his 12-year career. I remember sitting down with Tyreek Hill during Super Bowl week, and he told me there were all those, Terron came out and was talking about what was going on, but he told me that Armstead is the guy that all the Dolphins players turn to in the locker room. So Armstead, big hug when I see you. I can never hug him because he's so tall. I'm just such a fan of how he's carried himself. And I can't imagine, I don't know. I just hope he gets everything his heart desires. He definitely deserves that. We'll see what the Dolphins do. Are they trading Tyreek Hill? There's more rumors flying this weekend. Tyreek leaning into it. I don't really know if that means anything or not. He made a TikTok that made the rounds. I am telling you right now, I'm not going to read into what he's putting out online. I think he likes to agitate. I think he very much doesn't even do it for virality. I think he just does it for he enjoys pulling strings and playing and toying with people. I just think it's like sport for him a little bit. I don't know. I'm not going to look into it. It doesn't mean the Dolphins can't decide to move on. They of course can, but I think based off what Tyreek Hill was saying, even at Super Bowl, it was a public apology. Those aren't easy to pull off or to even want to do. I asked him straight up, let's go back to that. I think we have it, and we can listen to what he said. I'll ask you, do you want to be a Miami Dolphin?
I do. I don't want to go nowhere. I love it. My family loves it. Kids absolutely love being on the beach every morning. So it's an amazing thing, man. We are really building something special in Miami.
Dolphins could decide to do something. I think they need him. Even with Tyreek in the mix, they have a lot to figure out in Miami. Look at this. And can they take a left tackle? They're going to need to replace Armstead in this draft. I'm sure they've been planning for that, knowing that. But can they keep to a healthy 6-3 finish? Did that mean anything about the direction that they're headed? We'll see. You're looking at FanDuel Sportsbook, and you are right here. Dolphins getting the second best odds in the AFC East at plus 500 behind the heavily favored Bills. The gap is closed, with the Patriots sitting right on their tails, though. Plus 600. They're being slept on. We love you, Dolphins fans, and we'll see. But this is a window that is very much windowing at this time. We're going to take a short break here. We're going to take Welcome to my show. It's called Up and Adams. We got you covered. NFL draft analyst, the top NFL draft analyst, Daniel Jeremiah, gracing us with his presence. The Titans canceling a private workout with Team Sanders. What's going on there? Does that mean Cam Ward is a lock at number 1? Will the Jets trade Breece Hall? What does that all mean? Matthew Hamilton, that was a botching unlike any other. Fly. I'm a football girly. What can I tell you? Yeah. I understand it's the flying V. Charlie Conway, Adam Banks, Emilio Estevez.
There is an eagle in that Capitals logo too. So.
Huh?
Oh. There is an eagle in that Capitals logo too. So there you go.
For $1 million bonus dollars and bonus bets on FanDuel Sportsbook, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. But when I think of hockey, I only think of obviously Mighty Ducks 1, 2, and 3. I think of Gordon Bombay, and I like the romantic plot line with the mom. And then I'm literally cried my mascara off, I think. And then I think about Chance the Rapper and how you're going to do that hockey. from SNL. That's the new
There
thing.
you go. Those are your 3 points of reference. Yeah.
That is my zeitgeist. But you, my friend, want to start with hockey. Let's do it. We will have Marcel Reese on the show as well. One of my favorite guests. What's going on with those Raiders? What's going on with the draft? What's going on with the fullback position at large? Would he welcome, I don't know, an Ashton Genty vibe? What does he think of Travis Hunter? We're going to get to all of that and more. Let's give some love to Paige here and the NCAA tournament wrapping up. Dominant win over South Carolina in the Natty. That was yesterday, not in prime time, which I thought was a little weird. And then tonight, I believe, is the men's finale in San Antonio, Florida. 1.5-point faves over Houston after that dramatic Saturday night for both squads. Watch that action. So get to FanDuel Sportsbook and get in on that. But Hamilton, should I delve into this NHL thing? NFL, I can't do it. How are you going to do that hockey? Will you do some hockey for me?
Let's get into some of that hockey. The big story from yesterday: Alexander Ovechkin broke Wayne Gretzky's goal scoring record, scored his 895th career goal against the Islanders. Huge moment for him and for hockey, because that was really thought that record was going to stand forever with the numbers Gretzky was able to put up. A huge moment for Alex.
Yeah, you were explaining it to me in the morning meeting, and then we whipped up a graphic to sort of put it into my Fly Eagles Fly NFL terms instead of NHL. And here's sort of what we came up with, like the NFL equivalent. We want to start with Jerry Rice. Like, no one even comes close, as you're looking at right here. No one comes close to Jerry's records in any of the 3 major categories, not in catches, not in yards, not in touchdowns. To put that into perspective, we added the closest active player to each of his records in there. Travis Kelce, by the way, closest in catches. You can see his still over 500 away. Hopkins, active leader in receiving yards now that Julio Jones announced his retirement. DeAndre still 10,000 yards away from Jerry. And Mike Evans is the active leader in touchdown receptions, and he just passed the halfway mark to catching Jerry. Mike averaging 9.5 touchdowns per year. He would have to keep, if you play the pace game, which we sometimes love to do here on the show as we get ready to welcome in Marcel Reese and Dale Jeremiah of NFL Media, he would have to, do that for 10 more seasons until he's 42 years young to catch up. So all that being said, now I understand, because really, like, that 895 doesn't, to me, I'm like, I have to put that into perspective, like, explain the hockey to me. Yeah. That's sort of being insane. That's insane. I will say, in our research this morning, you pointed out, and it bears true, the Justin Jefferson thing's kind of interesting, right? That he's the one player who has a slap shot at pulling an Ovechkin-based. I just did a little pun, a little hockey pun. I don't even know what a slap shot is, and I just did. Is that wrong to say? I don't even know. I think that Justin Jefferson. Thanks. I think. Shots on goal. It's rough. You know that I used to think, I told you once what I thought a power play was. Hold on, before we hit this full screen. Hamilton, I told you once what I thought a power play was, correct?
You did? I can't remember what you described it as. Tell us. I
like
again,
that we have a fourth of a jersey of yours. Real production value in your background, buddy. Love that. I used to think of power play. I remember very much going to a St. Louis Blues game when I lived in St. Louis, because all of those hockey players used to come into Nick's Pub at like 2 a.m. So like I knew them from that, but whatever. So I went to a game, and I thought a power play was like, because things get crazy in the crowd during a power play. I thought it was just like, in like Mario, when you hit the star and you get like 30 seconds to like go 100%, I thought it was just like, it's a power. I just thought it was just some stuff is about to happen, and it gets really exciting, and it's like power play and there's dancing. I thought it was more for crowd noise. That's what I thought it was. Like, this is like, I thought it was like, okay, now 15 set for the next 20 seconds. It's like, everything's just more fun. I thought it was a video game.
I mean, that is certainly, that's a take. That's something.
Yeah. I have a real take.
Those Mario stars don't exist in real life, right?
I thought it was like when you hit, when you're an RC Pro-Am and you hit the like the arrows that are lit up and highlighted. Like you just go a little faster or something happens. I had no idea. Anyway, now that we're a hockey show, as we were leading our show with it and making the NFL